referee tonight is Bruce Wood. And the other linesman is Ron Finn. Here he comes. There he is right there.
And the Rangers are starting off with Pavlich, Duguay, and McClanahan. Trottier wins the draw for the Islanders, and this game is underway. The Islanders leading in the series 2-1. After this, the series goes back to the Island on Wednesday. Trottier in center zone. Pavlich hits him with a little bit along the sideboard. Potvin across, up for grabs in center zone. Bossy, 22, sends it in. Ruotsalainen in the corner, has trouble with it. McClanahan back. That's Bossy on McClanahan. He gives it to Trottier. Shot, save. First one of the game. Back to center zone. You can expect the Islanders to try to test Davidson very quickly and very hard. Potvin is back. Rangers on a change. Here comes Potvin with a rush. He might very well shoot a long one. Nope, he's going to duck it into the corner and go for the bench. Dave Maloney is back. Here comes Badney. He's got a wing. Shot, Johnstone, close to the base of the net, out in front. Shot by Badney. In the crease. Knocked away and back to center. Rangers with good opportunities. Dave Maloney had left the bench over the right side for Badney. And the crowd is hot. Badney, good feed. Vatorek can't quite hang on to it. Kept in play. Johnstone. Badney. Brent Sutter lost it, but is picked up by the Islanders defense, and they come out. McEwen. No penalty. Here comes Vatorek. Vatorek's got Johnstone in front. Pass across, goes wide. Islanders have the puck and will come out. McEwen with the rush. And sends it in. Islanders on a change, so are the Rangers. Lennon into center zone. Nystrom coming in. Shot just wide of J.D. At the point for the Islanders. Rangers have it and come out. Rangers have opened up skating very well. Dory, and he can't quite get in. Dory kept it in play at the blue line. Dory follows in. Bumps Morrow. Burns on the sideboards. Can't contain it back to center zone. Lennon in with the puck. Nystrom's after him. Nice move. Johnson's got him in the corner. Behind. Here comes Goring. Mike Allison will get to it. Nope, beaten to it in the corner. Nystrom. Burns spins him around. And the Islanders start out. Long shot. Save, J.D. Return in front. Laidlaw's got the puck. No score. Opening minutes of the game. Hasn't been a stop yet. Tonelli is deep. Takes Dory out. Lennon has got the puck. Haven't had a stop since the opening drop. 17 minutes to go as he comes in. Quick shot. Saved by Billy Smith. Islanders have it in their own end. We haven't had a whistle since the game began. Beck breaks it up at the sideboards. Up for grabs in center zone. Trottier comes up with the puck. Trottier around Duguay. Drop pass. Trottier! McClanahan lost the puck. Gets it back. 2-on-2 with Duguay. Duguay behind him. Bossy comes back. Incredible beginning for this hockey game. 16.5 minutes to go. No stop in the play yet. Potvin across. Lane. Lane plays the corner. Davidson leaves it off. Has Bourne back there. And we might get our first whistle since the game began. 16 minutes and 12 seconds to go. First period, no score. And this is New York Ranger hockey.
An incredible beginning for this playoff game. And a save by J.D. on Trottier here yet. Watch this. McClanahan let Trottier go. And Trottier moves in, and Johnny Davidson makes a good stop right there. His first real tester.
In the Rangers' end, and the face-off is picked up by Andre Doré, pinned against the backboards. Puck is loose at the goal line. Rangers get to it on the sideboards. Up the head and clear. Drop pass for Allison. That was Connor laying it back. Allison goes in, followed by Connor. It's behind Connor. 2-on-2 of the Islanders coming out. Nystrom's going to make it a 3-on-2 on right wing. Nystrom looking for the pass. There's Nystrom. Save! Cleared into the corner on the rebound. Very short. 15:47 to go. Here comes Laidlaw. Dory will shoot. Blocked before it gets there by Potvin. Dory goes deep with Patillo behind the net. Puck behind the net. Rangers have possession here in the corner. Patillo's in front. Lane and Patillo going at it in front, but Nystrom's got the puck. And will come out. What a start to this hockey game. Nystrom with the dig at the line, put himself offside.
Okay, there's Bobby Nystrom. But John Davidson, let's talk about his lifetime against the Islanders in the regular season. He's 10-10-0. There's another town score. Quebec leads Boston in the first period. 1-0. Boston leads that series 2-1. Marion Stastny has scored for Quebec. Watch Nicky Patillo in front of that with Gordy Lane. Lane got a hold of his stick. Look, right underneath by his arm there. And Billy Smith surprisingly did not jab at him.
McEwen is back behind the goal line. Islanders coming out. This is one of the few calm moments we've had. McEwen to the red line. Long shot deflected. Rangers have it at the line. Don Maloney. He's got Patoric on the right. There's Patoric. Not quite in time. Johnstone. Gillies runs Johnstone. Gillies gets loose. Sedge went across. Sutter in front. He's got his rebound wide. Brent Sutter here. Vadnais takes him down. And the Rangers have Patoric. Will come out. He's got help on left wing. Don Maloney. Don tips it into the corner and follows. Smith out of his net to stop the puck. Up to Gillies' side. And back across center zone. Dave Maloney covering for Vadnais, who is in the Islanders' end. Don Maloney, Islanders on a change. Have completed it. Don lost the puck. Goring. Taken away by Patoric. Nice little stick check. Islanders throw it in. There's Goring in deep. Spun around by Dave Maloney. Nystrom's working the corner. Now we'll get a frozen puck. 14-14 to go. First period, no score. This is New York Rangers hockey. 14-14 to go. The program is authorized by Madison Square Garden Production Incorporated solely for the entertainment of audience. Any publication or rebroadcast of the use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this event without the imposition of a charge for you in the program without the express consent of Madison Square Garden prohibited. Here comes Duguay, and he lost the puck. Back across center zone. Here comes Goring in a hurry. Dory knocks it away. McClanahan. Nystrom. Goring is deep. There he is. Pavlich on the back of the net. Pavlich gets it free. Finds Duguay. Soft pass. McClanahan's got it with Pavlich. 2-on-2. McClanahan left it at the blue line. Here comes Nystrom. Duguay knocks it away. McClanahan taken down. This is Tonelli. Trottier behind Dory. Centers one. Just wide of Davidson. Nystrom is taken hard to the boards by McClanahan. And the glass has come out in the corner.
Boy, Robbie McClanahan really nailed Bobby Nystrom.
So with 13:27 left in the first period, there's no score. This is New York Ranger hockey.
There's a look at the man that scored the overtime goal last night here, Brian Trottier.
Checking on the window work.
Watch his check by McClanahan. More of a push. Watch him push him.
He was off balance, and boy, McClanahan
right.
put him in. There goes the glass.
Look at the glass. And look at the look Nystrom gives McClanahan. He got the number. You can see, you can bet that Nystrom will get back sooner or later.
13:27 to go. First period. It has been a fine first period. Much action. No score. Free puck. Poked into center zone. Mike Allison. Morrow. Ruotsalainen. Beck. Beck ahead. He'll be on goal. Smith makes the stop. Morrow at the goal line. Taken away by the Rangers. Lennon centers it. Wide of the net. Morrow dumps Allison. You can hear the crowd boo. There's been no call. Mike in the corner. Johnson and Lennon go after the puck. The players are finding out they can get away with one. There's a shot. Ruotsalainen stopped in front. Comes back into center zone. Beck will chase it. Davidson will have to help his own cause here, maybe. Yes. Trottier was coming in too fast. Ruotsalainen golfs at it, lost it. Rangers 3-on-2. Allison is the trailer.
a beautiful play right there by Mike Rogers and Lennon. And it's good to see Rogers. Watch him. Here's Lennon passing to Mike. Mike goes around the corner and he passes it back to Lennon. And Lennon shoots the puck and it deflects off of Kenny Morrow's stick and goes up over the crowd. Here's a higher view of it. There's Rogers, drops to Lennon. Lennon fakes a shot, back to Rogers, back to Lennon, and he shoots it, and that puck deflected into the crowd.
The Rangers looking far, far better here in this first period than they have looked in first periods in the playoffs. They have come out, they have taken command so far. No score yet, but they have certainly been playing a solid hockey game. Torek on the right of Smith. Maloney's in motion on the right.
Well, that's okay, because now on these face-offs, the Rangers have been losing countless face-offs, and they've got to jump in there a little bit quick. Look at this, Quebec 2-0 in the first. Paymont, the man who scored the overtime goal.
Torek on the draw this time. The Rangers wins the draw. Screen shot by Dave. No, he turns the corner instead. Don Maloney goes in front. Don Maloney off the side of the net by Smith. Maloney's got John Stone in front. John Stone dumped. Referee's in the corner. He's got his hand up. Going to be a penalty. Interference. And so with 12-11 to go in the first period and no score, this is New York Rangers hockey.
Brian Trottier gets 2 minutes for interference at 7:49. The Rangers' power play is 1 for 13 against the Islanders.
Not good.
Here's the penalty right here. Now watch to the right of your screen. See Trottier come in, and he kicks Eddie Johnstone's feet from out from under him and gets interference.
First power play of the game. There is no score. The Islanders will clear. Ruotsalainen coming back.
The Rangers beat Philadelphia with their power play. They're 8 for 21 against them, but they're only 1 for 13 against the Islanders. They've got to get it going.
Duguay looking to break at mid-ice. Here he comes across and has the pass. Onside in front. It's in the crease. It's under Smith. I'm not sure he knows he has it.
Well, a good little pass right there again by Lennon, and Doogie shoots it in front. It hits Dennis Potvin's stick, or skate. Watch this. Watch Dennis Potvin hit his skate, and he kicks it right here. And Billy Smith just dove. Potvin didn't see it. Smith just dove. And if he doesn't dive like that, that might have had enough momentum to carry into the net.
Power play stats on your screen.
That power play of 26%, it's mostly with the Philadelphia Flyers.
11:52 to go in the first period. There is no score. Ranger power play has 1 minute and 41 seconds to go. Rogers on the draw with the Rangers. Long time at the drop. There it is. Potvin along the sideboards and goes into the Islander bench. I guess I lost sight of it on the far side. I would say that's off deck. They want it back in center zone.
But it wasn't. I don't believe it. I believe it already went in. Potvin is questioning Randy Minton. There's Coach Al Arbor of the New York Islanders. And there's his counterpart, Herb Brooks.
11 minutes and 48 seconds here in the first period. The power play has 1:37 to go. Potvin around the turn. Rangers might keep this one in. Ruotsalainen does with a backhand pass, but Duguay behind the net. Nobody's in a slot. Duguay's got it. Nobody. Here comes Beck. Rogers trying to find Beck. Ruotsalainen. Beck. Beck is back again. Dugay's in front. Rogers in a deep slot. Rogers goes to left wing. Beck will shoot. Outside the net. Rebound. Smith holds the puck. Billy Smith holds the puck. And the tempers come up a bit.
Oh, I don't know what Billy Smith is so upset about.
Wants a fast whistle, maybe.
Watch Doogie in front of the net. Now Beck takes a shot. It's on the outside of the net. And the puck bounces out as Rogers comes in. Bounces up. And Doogie's standing there. And okay, let's take another look. Now watch the puck hit the net. Now watch Roger or Lennon get it. I'll get it right yet. I don't know what it is.
Back to live play. Shot. Save. Oh, what a drive that was, and Smith had the angle.
I believe right now that is the team that scores the first goal in this game has the best opportunity to win. I'm not going to say it's going to win.
Don't commit yourself.
I can't commit myself.
Not in these games. Face off, left side of Smith. Rangers looking solid here. Have the power play. And it will be cleared by the Islanders. Into the Rangers' end. If you have just joined us, there's John Davidson in the net. Wearing the 1979 mask, his mask. Rogers. Ruotsalainen. He's got an alley. He's in.
What a save by Billy Smith. And Ruotsalainen, Billy Smith committed himself. Now I want you to watch. Ruotsalainen, he goes right between Bud, Van, and Morrow here. Now watch Billy Smith. If you can see him on the left of your screen, he's diving already. And if he goes to his right, he has it wide open. And he had room to his right. But a good play nevertheless for Ruotsalainen, and an equally super play by Bill Smith.
He gave a beautiful little deke there to freeze those two defensemen, and he got in between them just because of that little hesitation move he gave them.
He's so quick. As you look at Ken Morrow, to me, one of the steadiest, best defensemen in hockey.
And Robbie Patorek has been a gem for the Rangers. Cleared by the Islanders. Dave Maloney has to hustle. Goring's coming back. Beck slowing him up a little bit. Here's Beck. Leaves it for Dave. Plenty of time in the power play. 37 seconds. Beck. Onside. Patorek. Knocked away by Morrow. Here's Beck. He's got Don in front. Beck trying to find Patorek and Don Maloney. Here's Dave going in deep and has the puck. Beck tripped in the slot. He's on his feet again. Don Maloney and Beck and Goring. Beck keeps it in play for Don. Dave's in a deep slot. Beck trying to go in front. Back to the point. On the backhand. Missed on the forehand. Patorek gets the puck on the left side. Into the front and through. Goring with the puck. Power play's got 3 seconds. And Goring's got room to clear. Excellent chances for the Rangers. They're 5-on-5. Johnstone. Patorek. Just beyond Johnstone's reach. That's McEwen across. Dave Langevin from the red line. Laidlaw. Gillies working the corner. Shot on the side of the net. In front.
Mike Bossy, just like last night, scores the first goal. Davidson made the save. Nobody's there to clear the rebound, and they put it by him. Watch this. Look at it. All by himself. Gilly shoots. A great save by Davidson. And there's nobody there with Mike Bossy, and the Rangers allow Bossy untouched. Here's another look at it. Gillies walks in all by himself. He shoots. Davidson makes a fantastic save. Patorek is standing there. Laidlaw is standing there. And they don't check Bossy. 1-0 Islanders.
1-0 Islanders. Here's a shot toward the goal. Gillies, shot toward the net. Davidson fakes a slash at Trottier.
And number 9, Clark Gillies.
Pavlich coming out. Duguay missed the pass to the red line. Coming in with Langevin. Icing is called. 9:12 to go, first period. 1-0 Islanders. This is New York Ranger hockey. First tomorrow night at the Meadowlands Arena as the New Jersey Nets take on the Washington Bullets. Buy your tickets at the arena box office for the 7:35 start. Be there. Be the home court advantage.
That goal, Bossy from Gillies and Trottier at 10:21.
Face off. Rangers end. To the point. Screen shot. Save. Rebound wide. Nystrom was taken off the puck by Dory. To center zone. Merrick sends one across. Langevin. Davidson. Laidlaw. Pinelli takes Laidlaw hard, and he goes down. Pinelli does. Dory. Andre sends one in. Mathieu, angle shot. He doesn't take it. In front. Good setup by Nick. 8:36 to go, and back to the Rangers' end. Merrick rubs Laidlaw to the boards. Rangers trying to break in here. Laidlaw, soft pass, looking for Burns. As Burns coming in with McEwen. Takes McEwen out. Mathieu's got the puck on the side. Dickey trying to get his way off the boards. Playing hard. Oh, that's rough there. Frozen puck.
No, we forgot to say, if you look at Burns, Gary Burns, Massachusetts boy. But Dave Silk is not in the lineup. He was scratched. Bossy now has a goal in each of the first 4 games so far in this series. And another reason we won in '79, and I say we because I was part of that, was that we shut Bossy right down. He never got a... Steve Vickers did a heck of a job on him.
8 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Period number 1. Allison's got Lennon and Maloney behind him to his left. Trying to draw it back. They'll face again. John Davidson so far has done just what expected of him. The goal was on a rebound with nobody clearing the crease out in front of it. Morrow. Badney intercepts the Gillies pass out. Johnson being chased by Lennon. Islanders have the puck. Brent Sutter. Santin on the right. Here comes Gillies on left wing. Fighting his way in. Good stop by Davidson. Rangers had the puck. 2 Islanders are trapped deep. Rangers trying to get a break here. Badney coming in. Badney onside pass. Drop pass. Badney returns it. In front Allison. Can't steer it in. Behind the net Badney still. Only 1 man back for the Rangers. They're not covering Badney's side, but the Rangers still have the puck. Allison goes for it. Badney's in front. Badney causing problems. They're trying to hold him out of there. Puck comes in front. He's got it. What a job by Carol Badney.
Well, if there was ever a penalty, I believe that one was a penalty. Watch Badney with Sutter. Brent Sutter. Now he is grabbing him. He is holding him. And, oh, well, Bad's got a pretty good hold of his stick, too.
You noticed that, didn't you?
I just noticed it now. From up here, the first time I didn't notice it. Bad, you fooled me. But he has been some playoff performer for the New York Rangers this year.
Oh, those rushes really cost you, though, man. It's a long way, Brandon. 7.5 minutes to go. Face-off right side of Smith. First period, 1 of the Islanders.
Now watch Trottier in the face-off in this one. I mean, he goes to his right all the time. Look where he's standing. You know it. And Donnie Maloney almost had it.
Yep. He anticipated. Beck could not quite keep it in. It's back for Ristolainen. Patoric. Beck. Up ahead, offside, just offside. Close call. The 2-line pass.
There's Rayo Ristolainen with the mask that he wore. When did he start wearing it? About a month left? I believe it was about
the last game in Philadelphia, the regular series, but I'm not sure if it was around then.
He had that game-winning goal in the first game, which I thought Nicky Petillo had. I thought it hit his skate.
Islanders lead by 1. First period. Back behind Langeman. Victoria coming in. Langeman mishandles the puck. Johnstone trying to take it away. Johnstone and Langeman. It's under him. This line, of course, has been outstanding for the Rangers. Eddie Johnstone had his best game last night, taking the body, sacrificing his own.
They've been, I'd say they've been the most consistent line for the Rangers since Patoric has come back from his injury, because they work the hardest.
Sometimes it works that way. Right. 7 minutes to go. Face off on the left side of Smith.
No, Davidson had 4 wins and 2 losses against the Islanders in the playoffs. If you get a good shot, you folks at home, try to look at Dougie's right side of his face. Got 7 stitches just on the right side of his nose and 4 under the eye.
Pavlich is in. Trottier wins the draw, going behind, puts it in front now, the Islanders do, but they should get out of it safely. Trottier to Bossy, going to left wing. Bossy turns it in from the off wing. Duguay back checking on Trotz. Ristolainen and Bossy. Bourne takes it away. Trottier in a slot. Bourne throws it back. Hot man shot off the glass. Islanders still have the puck in the Rangers' end. Trottier at the point. Bourne goes for the puck. Beck goes for Bourne. Beck forces the puck to the blue line. It is across. Here comes Pavlich with Duguay on the left. Pass. Goal!
Ron Duguay scores a goal for the New York Rangers, but I'll tell you folks, Mark Pavlich and Barry Beck. Watch this. Beck took out 2 guys. And McClanahan kicks the puck, and Mark Pavlich picks it up. Now watch the beautiful little pass he makes right underneath Lane's stick. Between the legs, and bam! Duguay puts it home. A great pass. Watch between the legs of Gordy Lane as Lane makes his move on Pavlich. Right here. A great pass. But Duguay made a great shot because he saw Billy Smith sliding across, and he had to get it high, and this game is all tied up at 1.
Aren't you glad you joined us tonight? Here comes Morrow. Shot on goal. Save Davidson. Dory back. Andre Dory coming out. Pinelli's all around him. All over him. Centers one after taking it away. There won't be many penalties called tonight unless they go wild. Burns. Connor couldn't quite get it across the line. Nice stop by Burns on the ice. Patia's got the puck. And they play the corner for Cam Connor. Dory. This is Burns. He's in. Patia's going for the net. Burns for Patia. Save! Billy Smith got him. Johnson and Patia in the corner. Burns joins the party. Burns comes out. He's got a man in front of Allison. It goes through. Rangers are taking the body tonight. Here comes Nystrom. No penalty on the drop. Laidlaw. Burns to Allison. Mike's like the Lone Ranger out there. The Rangers on a change. He had to come back to look for a friendly face. 5:04 to go. First period. Good hockey. Rogers across. Lennon in. Allison can't get a swipe. Islanders are coming out 1-on-3. Long shot turned into the right side by Dwayne Sutter. Here comes Gillies on Badney. Gillies in front. Missed by the Islanders, and the Rangers come back. They got a man at the head of the field. Headman fires. Here he comes, Don Maloney. It's a save. Shot through the crease. Tremendous action. Rangers had the puck at center zone as Badney comes back. Badney's in again. Badney and Langevin. Badney. Langevin takes him down. 4:22 to go. First period score tied at 1. This is New York Ranger hockey.
The forecast is for more snow and hazardous driving.
Tremendous action right there. Wow. That was unbelievable action. And watch this save. Donnie Maloney breaking in. Billy Smith has made about 4 of them the same way. Watch him dive and poke check. And the puck, watch Badney come around here. And Langevin absolutely just grabs him and throws him down and then lays on top of him.
Puck is in the Islanders' end. The Rangers have come storming out in the first period. A solid first period. The score is tied at 1. Center zone. Rangers are breaking up the Islanders' breakup plays for the first time tonight, stopping him short of the red line most of the time. Pass for Patoric. Kept in by Don Maloney. Drop pass back Laidlaw. Dory gets it back. In front. Off the boards into the Islander bench. Rangers are really containing the Islanders, and the breakout play for the Islanders has not been working at all.
Well, they're blocking it very well. There's St. Louis is 1-0 out in front of Chicago in the first period in Chicago, and the Blackhawks lead that series 2-1. But Jimmy, what they're doing is the Rangers' defense are not backing out fast, and the reason they're not backing out quickly is because one forward is making sure he's coming back, and that's what the key is.
Face off on the left side of Billy Smith.
Now look at the way Trottier is standing on that side. You know he's going on his backhand.
Dugay's got Pavlich in a slot, well covered. Dory's to his right. He'll face again. He was looking for Pav in the move, and that would have been a perfect pass. Wow.
They were trying to play there.
Where the eye?
Face.
And Trottier gets the draw back. Langevin behind the goal. Dugay stays in. McEwen. Around Dugay. McEwen is in front. Rangers take it away. Dory. Boy, I've called Dory a lot tonight. He's been playing good position. 2-line pass.
You're right. Dory has been playing pretty well tonight, and he has had the puck an awful lot. You know, that goal, I don't know whether we gave it to you. I guess we didn't. Ronnie Duguay is fifth from Pavlich and McClanahan at 13:38. And Duguay has scored 17 goals in his last 24 playoff games. That's quite a record, but Ronnie has not been playing up to par, and he's the first one to admit it.
Trottier on the draw against Rogers, who wins and finds Ruotsalainen, who finds Beck. Potvin coming back. Rangers had the puck. Allison in front. Shot. Saved by Smith on the blocker. Burns in the corner. Rangers looking solid here against the Islanders. Centers. Rogers. Rogers penalty.
Brian Trottier is going to get another penalty. I believe this one will be for tripping. Watch this. There's Trottier to the left of your screen. Rogers comes in. He puts that leg out. And to paraphrase somebody that I know very well, there's no doubt about it. The Rangers go on the power play again. And they sure haven't been doing very well against the Islanders on the power play. 1 for 14, including the one tonight. Second power play. Now look at Goring's hand.
Going back, no doubt. Scramble. Beck keeps it in. Smith tries to get it positioned. Duguay coming in. Rangers should get it here on the point. Rogers to Beck. Good pass. Shot. Post. He hit low on the left post. That is to Smith's left. Almost had a quickie there. Don Maloney carries in. Protects the puck with his body. Goes deep with Morrow. Duguay there. Duguay. Don. Rangers still have it. Beck. Ruotsalainen's drive. Wide. Rogers. Islanders staying in the box. Not coming out to challenge. Beck. Drives. Wide. Rebound Smith.
Boy, Billy Smith looks sharp tonight. The Rangers are going to have to work to beat this guy. He looks very sharp. Watch this. The puck bounced off the board, but watch how quick he's got his eye on that. Look at this. And he covers up very well with Doogie standing right in the corner. Doogie standing in front of the net with one hand on his stick. And for you kids at home, you're standing in front of the net, you just bend over, put two hands on that stick, get it down on the ice, and there's no way that they're going to move you out of there.
That was one of the great secrets of Walter Tkachuk's strength on the ice. Always had the stick on the ice.
Well, Jim, that's one thing I did up until my last year or two in the game, and then I was standing up too straight, and I was getting killed.
Pavlich with the puck here. Nice pass back under pressure. Shot. Save. Rebound. He's got it again. You've got to be lucky to be good, and he is good and lucky both tonight. Great stop, and the rebound came right to him.
The rebound. Watch this shot by Dave Maloney. The rebound goes up, and Billy Smith does like a juggling act. Right here. Watch. And there's the juggling act right there. He made a good glove save there.
Laidlaw goes deep on it, but it's behind him. Dave Maloney, the safety man here. 56 seconds in the power play. Eddie Johnstone does not have a clean way in and comes back. Nice play here by Anders Kaller. Almost took it away from Pav. 43-second power play. Laidlaw's got room to get in. Kaller coming back. Johnstone challenges him. The pass is a clean one to center zone. Dave Maloney is there. Have to be very careful, as you know. Rangers have been burned on the Islanders when they had an extra man. Johnstone onside. No. Slow whistle.
And you know what Eddie Johnson's saying? Same thing as last night. You called it last night, and you're calling it tonight. And he can't believe it. There's no way he believes that's offside.
Eddie does talk a little bit. Time in the power play, 26 seconds. Face off center zone. The blue line is the Islanders. The score is tied at 1. Ruotsalainen hooked that one back too far. That pass. Beck is back. Scoring's on top of him. Rogers looking for Ruotsalainen. Referee just has to get out of the way. Ruotsalainen, time remaining 10 seconds power play. Ruotsalainen finally sends it in deep. Smith makes the stop. Duguay and Don Maloney. Don Maloney! Smith back in time. In front, knocked aside. Still in the Islanders' end. Rogers. Rogers plays the boards for Don. Langevin's on Don Maloney. Power play is over. Scoring did not clear, but the Islanders will get it out here. Pretty play by Trottier. Billy Carroll, 25 out there. First time I've seen him, at least. Here's Beck. 39 seconds in the period, and it has been a dandy. Playoff hockey. Onside. Dugay's broken his stick. Bossy coming down the right flank. Good shot, good save. Here comes Gillies. Somebody's hurt. Allison.
Mike Allison ran into the linesman when he jumped over the boards, and I believe the stick hit him in the face. Boy, when the linesmen are getting you too.
It's like the old boxing story. He hasn't laid a glove on you, but you better check the referee. Somebody's hitting me.
But he's
he
cut.
Might have been cut.
Yeah, he's cut. He jumped off the board, off the bench, and the linesman, and I believe he didn't have his stick properly. See, Vadney's talking to the linesman right now. He says, what are you doing? The guy's standing right there. He can't go around.
Does Vad get caught up in a game or what?
Every guy out there.
Yes, sir.
They're caught up in this game. It's a job. They're working hard out there, and that's a job for these guys, and they're caught up in it.
We have 22 seconds to go. Rangers and Islanders are tied at 1. First period, as you look at Dave Maloney. Rangers end. Shot. In front. Bossy's down. I didn't see him get hit. It was off the puck. You did, Phil.
Yeah. He's okay. He knocked the wind out of him. Dave Maloney went in there with him, and I believe Maloney knocks him down, and he lands right on his back. Okay, watch the right hand of the screen here. Dave Maloney right here. Watch what happens. Okay, took the feet out from under him, and he landed right on his back, and he knocked the breath right out of him. He's all right. He'll be all right. He'll come back. See, he's saying, I'm all right. When you get hit like that, Jim.
All the air goes out at once.
It's unbelievable. It's like...
You think you're going to die.
Yeah, you're gasping.
Yep.
Oh, I've been hit a few times like that myself.
17 seconds remain in the period. It is tied at 1, and this has been a beauty, worth the price of admission. Caller across. Gillies. Potvin. 7 seconds to go. He'll have a shot. Save! What a drive! There's a key save as the period ends.
That was a big save for John Davidson, but the Rangers gave Potvin the blue line with only about 6 seconds left.
The shots on goal in the first
Shots on goal in the first period. Rangers 10, Islanders 9. We still got 2 more to go, for which we're very, very pleased if they continue to. That's right, Bill, the big whistle Chadwick.
He refereed more playoffs games. The only man to have more playoff games refereed than Bruce Hood.
Here we go. Trottier and Duguay. Islanders have the puck. Potvin. Ahead by Bourne. Beck coming back. Islanders sending 2 men deep. Bossy on Beck. Ruotsalainen. 3 men deep for the Islanders. But Duguay works it loose. On the money to McClanahan. Pavlich. In front. Missed by the Rangers, and the Islanders will break. Ruotsalainen just in time there at the red line. Beck. Reho has it here. Morrow. Morrow down the right side. Spanned on the shot, being bothered by Pavlich's check. Beck goes down hard. Morrow put him there. Beck went down very hard. 19:13 to go.
Yes, he did. There's a look at Barry Beck. You know, in the summertime, he likes to do weights, weightlifting, and the rest of the stuff, builds his body up. And in the wintertime, he loses weight. But he loses like 5 to 10 pounds, but a lot of muscle because he doesn't tone up as much as he would like to do. He's a phenomenal athlete, this man.
Yes.
He really, super tennis player. I played tennis with him.
Could have been a fine tight end.
A linebacker, they said.
Yeah. Cam Connor. Gary Burns. Patiu and Nystrom tied up. Patiu gets in. Patiu is there. Turns the corner looking for Connor. Comes out too far, and the Islanders get a 3-on-2. Burns takes it down. Penalty. Bad play. Islanders still have the puck. Smith goes to the bench. He has a long way to go. He gets there. Nystrom's got a shot. Wide. Islanders will get another shot here. Toward the net. In front. Patiu got to stick to it. Whistle blows. 18:41 to go. Second period. 1-1. This is New York Rangers hockey.
There's Gary Burns in the penalty box for hooking at 1:19. The Islanders go on the power play. Watch this hook. There's Burns. He hooks Goring down. And he goes to the penalty box, and the Islanders are on their power play on the base up on it.
Power play. This is their first chance tonight. Rangers had 2. Brent Sutter and Dave Maloney tangled up here at the goal line. Dave runs it. Gillies put down by Fedorik's check. Puck is still up for grabs. Dave kicks it loose. Johnson lost it. Rangers coming out. Fedorik lost it to Brent Sutter, but he carried it all the way down, wasting some clock. Sent in a shot on goal by Dwayne Sutter. Dave Maloney plays the boards for Don. Don gets it clear. Fast change for the Rangers. Johnstone off. Duguay on. Potvin. Don Maloney slows him up. Gillies poked back by the Rangers. Dave Maloney. Duguay with Don behind him. Don goes in front. Duguay. Good pass to Dave. Shot. Save. Duguay bumps his man. Kept in by Don. In front. Bourne. Dugay's trapped. Here's Trottier. Duguay gets back. Bourne. Trottier's in front. Bourne can't find him. To the point. Shot. Outside the net. Outside the net. In front. Wide for the crease. Potvin at left point. Bourne. Trottier and Bourne. Challenged by Badney and Dave Maloney. Dave Maloney and Trottier. To the point. Clear. Rangers can't get back in time. McEwen is back. Potvin. Beck is there. Beck and Tonelli. 15 seconds in the power play. Rangers have done a job up until now. It's free for the Islanders. Going to be a shot. Go! Wait a minute.
Trottier's going to get a penalty.
For delay a game or what?
No, probably kicked or tripped J.D. in front of the net here.
Let's see.
He pulled John Davidson down.
Let's see it again.
I thought the Bad was the one that did it. But watch this. There's a shot by McEwen. And Trottier, you can see his hand up for the penalty. What a break for the Rangers right there. Look at Al Arbor.
Power play is over in 9 seconds, and Rangers will have one.
Ryan Trottier goes in the penalty box.
We'll get the announcement from downstairs. We'll try to join the PA when it comes.
Here's another look at it. Now watch Trottier right here. He jumps up over Vadnais, and he knocks down Johnny Davidson.
And there is a penalty.
And there it is in the penalty box.
Penalty to number 19 of the Islanders, Brian Trottier, for holding.
He gets 2 minutes for holding, and that's a questionable call. As far as I'm concerned, that's a questionable call. But the Rangers will take it and gladly take it. And you know what Hood's saying to him? You want more? You keep talking, you want more.
Bruce is the kind of referee who takes control of the game, which is why he's refereed so many.
He's the senior official in the league and is one of the best.
So the Rangers and Islanders are still tied at 1. The goal does not count because of the holding penalty against Trottier. In 9 seconds, the Rangers will have a power play. Beck and Ruotsalainen. Duguay. Ruotsalainen. Power play. Beck. Burns plays it ahead, then goes off the ice in a change. Beck could not keep it in. 1:37 in the power play. Ruotsalainen ahead. Beck's on the right side as Lennon carries in on offside. Thought Duguay stayed on. Maybe Beck went across the line. It's offside anyway.
Okay, wow. And look at this. 5-0 Quebec over Boston. In a second, I can't believe that score.
Must have been more than Goulet, unless he got 3. It was 2-0 before.
That's right.
He does have 2.
Wow, 5-0. Surprise.
Okay, Ranger power play continues. Beck coming back. J.D. pounds a stick on the ice to let Beck know he's being chased. Almost a giveaway. Duguay. Rammed back. Not too far by Morrow. Here comes J.D. And gets away with throwing into the crowd with no penalty.
Did he ever get away with one there? And look at Hood, look at him. And he knows he got away with one. With that high glass, that's hard to put it up over that, too.
Gee, that mask looks old-fashioned now, doesn't it? Small.
It does when you look at what's happening. You know, I was watching 69-70 series, and we were playing Montreal. Rogie Vachon was in goal for Montreal, never had a mask on.
That late, 69-70?
That's right. It is when you stop and think about it.
Even Gump Worsley eventually went to one.
I think the last guy was a guy by the name of Andy Brown. Pittsburgh.
Shot, save, Ranger power play. Islanders are pressing in here, though. Johnstone across. Dave Maloney. Pass to Patoric. Just onside. Pass back for pass. Stolen. Hickman, Billy Carroll 2-on-1 with Goring. Only Dave Maloney is back. Goring is free to pass. Missed behind Goring. Rangers breaking. Goring is trapped. 2 men trapped deep. Here come the Rangers in force. Patoric. Pass. Shot. Save. It's in, but the light's not on. There it is.
Watch the Islanders go mad here. Patoric is going to get credit for this goal. Wow. Here's Patoric. Over to Don Maloney. Don Maloney will get credit for this goal. He shoots. Now, Patoric's got his hand up already. So obviously the puck is in. And see him pointing? Watch this. Donnie Maloney again. Let's take another look. Maybe this is... Watch that behind the goal line. Oh, you can't see. But you see Billy Smith's pads are inside that goal line. And Patoric saw it. If we had a camera on the other side of the building, we'd be able to see it. But that goal counts. And now it's 2-1 Rangers, and they scored a power play goal. Look at Billy Smith. Donnie Maloney is going to get an assist.
Time of the goal, 4 minutes.
Robbie Patoric certainly will get an assist. And that's the first time we've seen Al Arbor upset. Well, they got one called back, got a penalty, and now a disputed goal.
Bill, what would they be arguing about since it was in the net? Maybe that the whistle should have blown that he had it? I don't know what they'd be arguing about. It's either in the net or it's not.
I don't know.
But
I do. I'll talk about it. Maybe I'll guess.
Okay, 2-1 the score. Rangers. Allison. pinches deep. Pucks to center zone. Ruotsalainen. Bourne runs his man pretty hard. Center zone pass for Rogers. Allison going in against Gord Lane. Rangers have 2 men deep here. Shot toward the net goes wide. Rebound comes out just wide of Allison. Beck is pinching in again. This is Allison. Rangers are really teeing off. Lennon can't get the shot away. Allison here. Gord Lane and Allison. Allison spins free. Look at beat Beck is. Lennon in front. Rogers couldn't get it. Wide. Allison saved. What a save by Smith and Allison. Trottier coming out. Bossy. Gonna be a shot by Potvin. Score.
Dennis Potvin scores on a wrist shot and just beats Johnny Davidson clean with this one. A beautiful drop pass. Potvin walks in, no one's around him, and he lets fly with a good wrist shot. And I mean, he just beat Davidson. And it went right by John's glove. Here's another look at it. There's Potvin. He's got his spot picked and he shoots. And he just beats Davidson on the glove side. And that all started on an unbelievable save by Billy Smith on Mike Allison. And this game is all tied up again. Okay, Don Maloney's goal. Assisted by Patoric and Johnstone at 4:31. Potvin's goal, assisted by Trottier and Bossy at 5:37.
Play is in the Rangers' end. Merrick there with Dory. Gary Burns has the puck, finds Patillo. Connor trying to break a center zone. Tonelli takes Patillo down. It is tied at 2. Nystrom in front. Rangers have the puck and have room to get out here. Smith makes the stop. Patillo trying to get behind the net for Morrow. Burns takes a piece of Morrow. Puck is still in center zone. 3-on-3 Merrick. Good drop. Nystrom's got help in front. Save. Rebound Burns. Burns ridden out by Nystrom. Dory carrying the puck again. Shot. Save. And Nick Patillo turned his back into play and didn't realize he's going to put himself offside. 13:36 to go. Second period score.
We're back here, 2-2 tie, 13:36 left in the second period.
Doogie gets the draw back, Pavlich. Dave over to Vad. Carol Vadney. By Brent Sutter. Gillies short stops it. Gillies and Pavlich. Pavlich puts Gillies down. Excuse the chuckle, but there's a mismatch in size.
Actually, Dwayne Sutter hit Pavlich, who was standing with Gillies.
Don't take the hit away from Pav.
Okay, so everybody knocked him out. Okay, I won't. Mark is hurting, by the way.
Yes, he is. And the hit point, look at him. Right there you can see.
He is not skating as fluidly. He's not taking any face-offs. And he's hurting.
Vadney. Trying to have it, Duguay. Gillies. Stiff come up around Vadney's face. Almost got him. Deep in the Rangers' end this time. Pavlich takes it away from Gillies. Duguay's got it. He's got help on the left with McClanahan. He's onside. Duguay trailing. McClanahan ridden into the corner. Puck is under there someplace. Still free, no whistle. And face off in the Islanders' end. 12:53 to go, second period. Score tied at 2.
There's McClanahan and Pavlich. McClanahan having a pretty good series.
You know, one of the reasons why these two games have been so great here at the Garden, no junk, no nonsense, hard-hitting hockey, almost no dirty play. It's been great hockey to watch.
It has been. No, I haven't thought about that. But Pavlich isn't skating as fluid as he would like.
Face off to Billy Smith's right. Smith has been tough.
And Trottier, you know, is out there every face-off.
And winning an awful lot of them.
This one, Patoric wins and it gets by our defenseman.
Happens sometimes. Johnstone is bad. A hard shot. Penalty coming up. Penalty coming up against the Islanders. Dave Maloney carries in. He's got a shot. Save. 12:37 to go. Second period, score tied at 2, and this is New York Rangers hockey.
Clark Gillies gets 2 minutes for interference at 7:23. And the Rangers, watch this, we'll get it right here. He hits Eddie Johnstone right there, kicks his feet out from under him, knocks him down, and that's interference.
Ranger power play. They've got one power play goal. Beck has the puck. Backhand in. Johnstone, nice move around Morrow. Johnstone. Beck at right point, Ruotsalainen at left point. Shot by Don is possible, he lost it, penalty. Don makes a bad move and he knows it. He took Goring down. That negates the power play.
Yes, Donnie Maloney knows it right there. Look at him. He knows he made the bad move. He should have shot the puck. First he fakes it. He faked it right there, then he just pulled Goring right down to get the puck again. And watch the reaction. He knows it. And he's really mad at himself. Anyway, Don Maloney for tripping at 7:44. So they'll play four aside for the next minute and 39 seconds.
2-2 the score here, second period. We're coming up in the halfway mark. 12:16 remains. Great hockey to watch. Rogers almost lost it, held it. Mike forced deeper. Ruotsalainen taps it, looks for Duguay. Dugay's got some room here. He's got Beck on the left side. But again, Smith is giving no rebounds.
That was a great shot by Ronnie Duguay and an equally good save by Billy Smith, because that puck was rolling and it was like a knuckleball. There's a good look at that.
Boy, he took a shot.
Yeah, he's got the Band-Aid on, but he got that stick and a puck.
He's had about 3 near the eye this year. He's had a whole sequence of them.
He sure has.
Wow.
He was having trouble talking and smiling. He's coming down in the car.
Johnson here. Trottier back. Johnson again. Eluded a check by Beck. He's skating well. Pass Rogers. Nice play in front. Rangers are lucky again. No penalty call on a move there. And Duguay tries to get it ahead. Cannot. Takes a hit. Rogers in front of his own net. Still 4-on-4. Duguay will get to it. He's very deep, though. In front, nothing but Islanders there. 47 seconds in the Islander penalty. Then they'll have a power play. Rangers changing. Pavlich reaches for his man. Dave Maloney. Dave coming out. Rangers in pretty good form here. They got a chance at it just ahead of the line. Pavlich just couldn't quite hold up.
The Rangers got away with a penalty. Rogers grabbed Janssen, and got away with it. There in Chicago, it's a 2-2 tie now. Patey has scored for St. Louis.
I love what you said before. Duguay was having trouble smiling. I can build joke only when I laugh.
We were driving out in the car, and we were talking about things, and a couple of words were said, but he couldn't do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
McEwen has the puck. Here's Potvin. 2-2 the score. In 18 seconds, they'll have a power play. Potvin. Shot deflected wide, right side of JD. Rangers have it. Pavlich. Laidlaw around Bossy's check. 3-on-2. Vadnais, or rather McClanahan. McClanahan's in deep in front. Smith stops the puck on the side of the net. Pavlich. McClanahan in front. Shot here possible. Dave Maloney got between McClanahan and Pavlich and knocked it away. 10.5 minutes to go. This is Laidlaw. Power play Islanders for just 8 seconds. They'll just get across center zone. McEwen. Drop pass back. Power play's over. Ruotsalainen knocks it away. Giveaway by Gillies. Rangers breaking. 3-on-3 though. Don Maloney just out of the box, lost it coming across the line. Trottier looking for a wing. Bossy shot. JD came way out and gave him nothing. That puck hit Gillies. Comes free. Rangers, Don Maloney. Morrow coming back. Pettorick takes Morrow. Past Johnson. Gillies centers it. Rangers keep it in momentarily, then back to center. Don's back on side. Goes into Johnson and takes him down. 9:36 to go, second period. Score tied at 2. It's Leinen and Beck. Morrow. Don Maloney finishing off his check on Morrow. Bossy and Beck. Tonelli. Brent Sutter is in there, or rather Merrick is in there. This is Beck coming out. Johnstone ahead. Lennon was onside, but Smith was there. Isn't he always? 9:07 to go. Second period, score tied at 2. This is New York Ranger hockey. Playoff action starts tomorrow night at the Meadowlands Arena as the New Jersey Nets take on the Washington Bullets. Buy your tickets at the arena box office for the 7:35 start. Be there. You can be the home court advantage. Islanders only have 3 shots on net in this period. Rangers have 5. We're halfway through the period. Face off right side of Smith. Free puck. Teal goes to the corner. Morrow turns the corner, comes up on Merrick's side. It's behind Dory. Here comes Nystrom. Quick shot. Laidlaw got a piece of it. Nystrom follows up his shot, something he does very well. Laidlaw to the blue line, kept in by Janssen. In front. Merrick he's taken down right out front. Nystrom taken down. 2-on-2 Rangers. Petill's wide on the left. Laidlaw comes across the line. Petill for the net, but the puck does not reach him. Smith is there. 8:34 to go. Nystrom coming down the side. Spins away from a check. He and Petill came together with high sticks right in front of the referee, who's too busy protecting himself to call anything. Bouncing puck in the corner. Tonelli in front. Going to be a shot. Morrow deflected in front. Save! There was a big one. Petill and Nystrom are really going at each other. Penalty coming up as Dory holds his man down. 8:06 to go. Second period, score tied at 2. This is New York Rangers hockey.
Andre Dory gets 2 minutes for holding at 11:54. And the Islanders on a power play again. Watch this. Here's Dory, and you know who he's trying to hold. And he does hold. That's Tonelli. Watch this power play.
Islander power play. Knocked loose by Pettorick. It hit the linesman. Doesn't come too far down. They've had one full power play, the Islanders, and a little piece of another one. Don Maloney sends it in. Here comes Duguay. Duguay bodies his man. Potvin. Bourne. Shot toward the goal, deflected. Stays in play. Islander power play in the Rangers' end. Duguay gets to it. Duguay fighting along the boards. Puck is not cleared. Still in the Rangers' end. Duguay gets away with a hold in the sideboards. Rangers get it clear. Garabandne. Mike McEwen down the right side. Holds up. Offside.
So far what they're doing, they're holding the Islanders outside of that blue line and not letting them come in. As you look at Mike Bossy, look at this. All Boston has got a goal in the second period. Bruce Crowder has scored. And Quebec now leads 5-1. There's a minute and 8 seconds left in that power play to Andre Dory.
Islanders get the draw. Boy, Trottier has been winning draw after draw.
All going to his forehand.
Every one. Bourne and Laidlaw rides him into the corner very effectively. Face off Rangers' end.
Now is a big important draw. And when it's to the right of the goaltender, like right of now Johnny Davidson, Trottier tries to draw it on his backhand. He is not as effective on his backhand. Now they got Eddie Johnstone taking a draw here because they're afraid of the shot on goal. I don't know.
Potvin's to the right.
Yeah, but Trottier is going to try to draw this back.
Johnson.
To Bossy cutting across. And
right.
Eddie Johnstone, that's all he has to do is play his stick. But I would still And there it is.
There it is. Here's Bossy in the corner, though. Trottier behind the net. Gillies in front. That's all there is to it. Perfect play.
Clark Gillies has scored for the Islanders. A power play goal. And again, a face-off. Watch this. Eddie Johnstone. He's with over here, but the puck gets back. It hits the linesman. And Trottier back to Bossy. Bossy goes back behind the net to Trottier. Watch Clark Gillies to the right. Unchecked, untouched. And he just beats Johnny Davidson. Watch his puck. It hits the linesman right there. But Laidlaw let Bossy beat him to the puck.
Meantime, Gillies is left alone in front, and that's a terrible mistake.
There it is here. And John Davidson is going to the bench. Something has happened.
He's hurt. The back. He's walking like a back.
Yeah, John Davidson has hurt himself.
6:52 to go. Second period, 3-2 Islanders. This is New York Ranger hockey.
Last time he came in like this was the first game of the series and did a heck of a job. John Davidson pulled something.
Yep.
It may have been his back, Jim. You're right.
He walked like back, but you know, the same feeling you can have with a deep groin or maybe an upper leg pull as well. But he walked like a bad back.
Wow.
I don't want to make Esposito sound like a prophet, but we were talking before the game about the goaltending change. Phil said, among other things, that in a game like
at 13:08, Trottier has 3 points. Bossy has 3 points. These guys are flying tonight.
Morrow goes back. The end of the Rangers' end. No power play. 5 aside. There should be an icing call. Vadnais coming back.
And the key to beating the Islanders, and we've talked about it amongst other things, is stopping Trottier and stopping Bossy. Clark Gillies got 10 goals against the Rangers this year. But those two guys, Trottier and Bossy, I believe are the keys.
This is such a very deep team, the Islanders. You can't just isolate 1 or 2 people. The Rangers fairly well negated the Tonelli-Nystrom group in yesterday's game, but somebody else comes on to score. It is very difficult. You got to top 3 lines here. 6:41 to go.
Now we'll see Eddie Mio probably dress and go as backup.
Yep. Right hamstring apparently is John Davison's problem. Shot toward the net, goes wide right side. Morrow and Allison. Smith pokes it wide. Lennon in the corner. Allison trying to get free and does. Had to retrieve his stick. Rogers in front. Dave Maloney can't keep it in. Vadnais. Lost it. Gillies. Stopped by Van. A gutty play. Lost the puck and did the only thing he wanted to do.
Well, no one does the blocking shots, I believe, any better than Carol Vadnais. The best guy I ever saw do it was Al Arbor. But watch Vadnais right here. The timing is all important here. You kids at home, when you're playing in a hockey game, be careful about doing that. Vadnais gets paid for doing that. You know what I mean? Don't take one in the kisser for no reason.
3-2 Islanders, second period. There will be another game regardless of what happens tonight. Wednesday night. I hope you're with us on most of these stations. Brent Sutter and Duguay. Vadnais is there. Looking for Duguay. Gillies flagged it down in center zone. Shot wide of Weeks. Rangers coming out. Vadnais, Duguay, 2-on-2. McClanahan. Shot McClanahan. Save, rebound, clear. There's one of the few rebounds you'll ever see from Smith tonight. Dwayne Sutter and Vadnais. Vadnais went across to protect the left side. Dave swaps with him on the right. Dave off the boards for Duguay. Rangers down by a goal. 5:41 to go, second period. Duguay onside. Duguay surrounded. Lost the puck in front. Islanders. One man back. 2 free on the right side. Tonelli centering pass. Wide of Weeks. Rangers got back in a hurry. 5:24 to go, second period. Potvin and Duguay. Not bad. Batiou back. Icing. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go as you look at Nick Batiou coming back. We're in the second period. The Islanders are leading the Rangers by a score of 3-2.
You know, this crowd is unusually quiet tonight, Jim. Contrary to last night's game, even though it's only 3-2, the Rangers are still very much in this game.
I think he looks tired, doesn't he?
Well, it's been a long season for all these guys, including the Islanders, including all of hockey. It's been a very long season.
Now the crowd starts to go as Eddie Layton gets them up with the organ on the far side. Allison tries to get the draw back. Batiou knocks it away. There's Langevin. Spins away from Nick. Connor knocks it free. Goring. Nystrom. Long shot on Weeks. In the Rangers' end, they're coming out in a hurry. Gorey ahead for Connor. Cam scales one in. That's on Batiou's side. Tries to get through Tonelli's check. Coming back to the blue line. Kept in by Dory. Connor. Burns couldn't get turned around. Laidlaw pinches. Batiou's in front. Burns came in a hurry. Batiou and Burns. Burns has the puck. Batiou in front. Lost. And the Islanders come out. Mike McEwen. Nystrom. Solid check on Nystrom. Rangers come the other way. Burns for Batiou. Nicky at the red line taking off the puck. Has it again. Offside. Burns preceded Connor. 4:15 remain.
So John Davison pulled a hamstring. He probably pulled that hamstring on his, they said his right leg when he stretched to try to block that shot. The goal of Clark Gillies. There's Cam Connor. He's had 2 big goals for the Rangers in this playoffs. He had one other one playing for the Canadiens.
Thomas Johnson back. This is Gillies on the side. Gillies takes the return pass. Johnstone goes after him. Johnson and Don Maloney. Don is there first. Johnstone's in front. Can't get it away. Behind Beck. He'll get back. Don Maloney. Johnson into center zone. They're flooding that right wing a couple of times in a row here, Phil. They got a couple of guys breaking down the right.
You know, this game has really slowed down since Johnny Davidson has gone out. It's gotten very, very calm. You know, Davidson was the last Ranger goaltender to record a shutout in a playoff in 1979, 6-0 over Philadelphia.
Johnson. Morrow sends one ahead. That hit the linesman's leg. Vadney's got it. Islanders have 2 men deep. Vadney fights it loose from those 2 and finds Johnstone. Here come the Islanders as Johnstone lost it after being taken down. Morrow with the puck. Gillies behind the net. Rangers might be able to get it loose here. Off the sideboard, center zone. Linesman's in the way. Johnstone can't break. Gillies turns it back in again. 3:10 to go, second period. Johnstone. EJ sends it in. Rangers looking for a change. Penalties coming up. Don Maloney. They haven't dropped their sticks yet. Is that Keller?
Look who's got Gillies again.
Poor Mike Allison always seems to square off with Gillies. It's Anders Keller and Don Maloney, Johnstone and Johnson.
Here we go. Yeah. Johnstone and Johnson.
Johnson. Well, that's the first thing we've seen in this series.
And this all started with Don Maloney and Anders Keller. And then Johnson and Johnstone.
They're both gone for 5, and with less than 5 to go, they'll go to the dressing room.
Here's his here. Watch Maloney and Keller. This is how it all started. Keller's holding onto his stick. So Don Maloney pushes him. He's still holding onto it. So Keller takes a wicked swipe at him.
Oh, wow. I hate that.
And Donnie's ready to go. And Keller doesn't drop his stick.
Look at his stick. And he's wearing a mask.
So that's how it all started. So Maloney and Keller will probably get 2 minutes each for high sticking or slashing or something, and then Johnstone and Johnson will probably get fives or twos
at least.
But Mike Ellison is in that penalty box too, and I'm wondering why.
Keller is in.
Well, folks, we'll just have to wait here and see what happens. Eddie Mio is dressing, we have heard. And he will be on the bench in the third period. We'll look at Herb Brooks. He's wondering what's going on. Shaking his head. And Al Arbor, he doesn't know what's going on either.
High stick. Which is it? Stick? Okay. High stick. Okay. And the other...
Just as soon as they decide downstairs, we'll join the PA so you can hear it.
You know what, Jim? I just heard somebody say 10 minutes Canucks. If somebody has a 10 minutes Canucks.
All right, but then who got the sticking?
They've got it all sorted out. They'll be announcing it over the PA system. We'll try to join them.
Probably Allison. He has a 10-minute misconduct.
He wasn't third man in because he's still on he's in the penalty bench. And we've got 2:58 to go in the second period. The Rangers are down by a goal. Bruce Hood comes back over again. He's checking their Ranger penalty bench.
28. 28.
We can listen to a little bit.
John Maloney.
John Maloney. What, he's not tripping.
No.
You can hear them trying to get it sorted out. And Hood is counting Ranger penalties and looking over toward the Islander bench like he expected to see somebody else in there.
Well, so far they've got Mike Ellison's number up there for 2 minutes. And they've got Keller's number out there for 2 minutes. They don't even have Don Maloney. There goes another 2 minutes right there. That must be Don
Here we go.
Maloney.
Let's listen.
Number 3 of the Islanders, Thomas Janssen, has 5 minutes for fighting and a 10-minute misconduct. Number 28 of the Islanders, Anders Keller, has 2 minutes for high sticking. Number 12 of New York, Don Maloney, 2 minutes for high sticking. Number 14 of the Rangers, Mike Allison, 2 minutes for tripping. And number 17 of the Rangers, Eddie Johnstone, 5 minutes for fighting and a 10-minute misconduct. Time of all penalties, 17 minutes, 2 seconds.
Well, we know we saw Maloney.
17.
You heard that. We'll give it to you all right now. Janssen and Johnstone. Okay, let's go back to live action. We'll give it to you in a little while.
Yeah, see if we can get Janssen and Johnstone separated by that time. Here comes McEwen to the right side. McEwen again. Trottier shot here. Save! Weeks just deflected enough of it. It went through him, but wide. This is a power play for the Islanders. Duguay forechecking on Pavin. It's 4-on-3. Trottier goes for the net without the puck. Knocker side in front, free puck shot, blocked. Beck. Duguay gets there. Beck went down, took the puck on his body, and lifts it clear. 1 minute and 2 seconds in the power play. Back behind Beck. Hard shot off the boards. Looks like he's trying to take on half the Islander team with that one. Goring. Morrow behind Potvin. Good pass. Outside by Bossie. Outside the net. Potvin. Morrow. Penalty. Beck goes down. And Goring is gone.
And Goring is angry as Beck drew a penalty. You be the judge. Watch Beck draw this penalty. Watch this.
This penalty is 2 minutes for tripping. Number 91. The Islanders.
Oh boy, I'll tell you, that was a good penalty to draw by Barry Beck, but it sure didn't look like a penalty does up here. And as you notice, if you've been watching the telecast during the course of the season, that I've been much more lenient during the playoffs. Have I not, Jim?
I think you've been pretty good.
I have been much more lenient.
Not very good.
Oh, not yet?
Pretty good.
But I'm trying. Anyway. Now they're playing 3 aside. So we give you all these penalties while we're waiting. Johnson and Johnstone, 5 each for fighting and 10 in misconducts. Don Maloney and Callar, high sticking. Allison tripping, all at 17:02. Now Goring for tripping at 18:39.
Only 3 players on each team on the ice. Ruotsalainen, this should be tailor-made for him. All this open space. Rangers go in. Dave Maloney freezes Morrow. Ruotsalainen's free at right point. They can't find him. Rogers to Dave. Ruotsalainen. Don Maloney's out of the box. Feed for Rogers. Wide. Allison on the side. Don Maloney and Mike Allison. Power play for the Rangers. Allison back for Dave Maloney. Ruotsalainen. Dave Maloney. Shot. The pass, actually, looking for Rogers on the far side. Coming back to center zone. 32 seconds in the period. Weeks in relief of John Davidson. Went out with a pulled hamstring. Islanders get to the puck first. Rangers have it on a delayed offside possible. 17 seconds to go in the period. Dave Maloney. Rogers. Rogers has it. He gives it back. 9 seconds in the period. Ruotsalainen. Time running down. Shot. Save. Oh! And the period ends. Well, let's see some again.
Boy, what a save right there. Rogers. He has the puck and he blasts this one, but watch Don Maloney. Middle of your screen. He whacks at it right here. And it just goes by the open goal.
It'll be the battle for the undisputed
And the period ends.
title.
Boy, he whacked at that. It just went by the open goal.
And so, at the end of 2, the score is Islanders 3 and Rangers 2. If they lose this one, Islanders would go home knowing that they can wrap it up at home. The Rangers need this one very badly, but it is not the end.
Well, it's not the end. And it's like Yogi Berra says, not over till it's over.
I never quite thought about it that way before.
But 3 games to 1 down against the Stanley Cup defending champions. Although it's happened before.
Okay.
And it happened, the Islanders did it to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Exactly right.
Well,
Let's see.
being the optimist. No, let's be the other way. No.
I think you ought to get all the cliches out of the way. 1 goal at a time, 1 game at a time, 1 period at a time, Phil. That's the way they're going to have to play it here.
I guess so. Anyway, we start this period. Eddie Johnstone and Johnson, I got to make it right that time, are still in the penalty box, and we don't know how much time they have. They have a 10 misconduct. We know that.
Here we go, center zone. There is no power play. 5 aside. Rangers need a goal for a tie. Last night we had overtime. Long shot on Weeks, who had to make a stretch for that one. Ruotsalainen back. Pavlich. Boy, Beck was driving in. Beck is much more mobile here. Might be springing him loose. He's been staying back for defensive purposes. Beck. Taken away by Bourne. Bourne might have a shot. Angle shot steered behind the net by Weeks. Rangers coming out. Ruotsalainen. Beck is certainly up ice, no doubt. Look at Beck. Beck's in front. Beck's in front. Pavlich lost it. Here comes Beck. Duguay covering, sends one towards center. Pavlich back. Duguay won't be able to keep it in. So the Rangers come out with a definite plan in mind, utilizing Barry Beck. On a change, here come the Islanders. Gilly, shot, save. Didn't know he had it, went wide. Shot, blocked. Up ahead to Don from Dave. Can't get the shot off. Now, and wide by Dave Maloney off Billy Smith. They got Bossy on the wing. Here's Bossy. Knocked free by Laidlaw. Langevin. Weeks lays it off for Laidlaw. Lennon in the head. Bouncing puck. Nice from across. Tonelli. In front and through. McEwen has to backtrack. Non-stop action here. Third period, Rangers down by a goal. Goring. Shot toward the goal. Tonelli goes deep. Nystrom can't get the shot off. Vadnais on him. Allison will come out. Rogers at left wing. Led him too far. There's an icing call. 17:37 to go. Third period. 3-2 Islanders. This is New York Rangers hot. Laidlaw ahead. Sticked away. Laidlaw back again. Solid check by Nystrom. Shot toward the net. Saved by Weeks. Clearing save. Going to come back for a shot by Lane. Deflected in front. Rangers coming out. Patora, good puck control. Almost lost it. He put it too far in front. And offside is called. He did not have control coming across the line.
And now there'll be a wholesale change. There's Gord Lane. This guy was benched during the season. Last year he was the same thing.
Islander fans were all over him.
All over him, and when he comes in the playoffs, he really plays a good brand of hockey, works hard.
Barry Beck, one of the very best. Beck. Ruotsalainen. Rangers need a goal for a tie, third period. Beck ahead. Allison chasing into the corner. Bourne. Stolen. Rogers. Save. And as usual, Smith gives up no rebound. I think I've seen one, maybe two tonight. Paul Smith.
And when he gives a rebound, he pushes it towards the corner, which is good. And Herbie Brooks is trying to get his guys going. Herb Brooks is yapping behind that bench. He's trying to get them going. Get the crowd going, too.
Free puck inside the Islanders' end. Trottier here. Center zone. Beck. McEwen across. Bourne into the Rangers' end. Takes the shot, has to wheel. Islanders have a wall at that blue line. Beck turns it in. Allison on Bourne. Langevin. McEwen. Center zone. Lennon it. Onside, no. Offside. 15:46 to go, third period. 3-2 Islanders. This is New York Ranger hockey.
There's Duguay out there with McClanahan and Pavlich. And you folks can tell that Mark Pavlich is not 100%.
And does he make a difference to this team? He makes Duguay go. McClanahan pokes it for Duguay. Can't quite reach it in time. Brent Sutter. Dwayne Sutter. Brent comes away. He's got a shot. Save. Rebound wide. Brent tries to get the rebound. Tad in front. Vadney took the man. Dave takes the puck. Pavlich. McClanahan saved it. Pavlich lost his edge as he turned. McClanahan taken away by Gillies. Clark sends it in. 15-11 to go in the game. Pavlich coming out. Onside. No. McClanahan a half stride across.
And now the Rangers are doing the things that they did last night. They went offside a little bit too much. The timing isn't on right. And that's, well, with this, I can see because of Mark Pavlich, who really isn't 100%. So consequently, his timing's off a bit, and so is his line mates off a bit.
Face-off is at the Islanders line. There's Butch Goring. Lane. Shot. Save. Might have carried wide. Look out. Fast whistle as Nystrom gets it loose.
Steve Weeks made the save, but nobody picked up the puck for him.
That's why.
A little miss.
That's how Bossy got his, if you recall.
That's right, but there was a little bit of a miscommunication there between Weeks and his defenseman. Doogie comes out to take this draw. Now let's watch Goring. I'm sure he's going to put that hand backwards. So Doogie just go against him.
There he goes. He's backwards, you're right. And Doogie blocks the stick. Duguay. Burns. Wide of Smith. Dory takes a chance and keeps it in. Right out in front, but Lane is there. Scoring. Gets away from Mathieu's stick. Shot. Save. Wide. Still in the Rangers' hand. Connor couldn't quite get that in his backhand. Lane and Connor. Into the Rangers' end. 14-10 to go. Islanders are very content to get that puck into the Rangers' end now. Just forecheck. They're sending just one man deep a lot of the time. Unless they got a clear opportunity. Morrow. Burns. Pass to Connor. Beck almost in. Off his stick. Back to center zone. Ruotsalainen wasting some time till the Rangers get back. Here's Beck. Beck and Petiou. Petiou, sharp angle. Got a man in front. Score!
Cam Connor ties this game up, and again he comes up with a big goal. Petiou goes in the corner. Beck pushes it in. Now watch Petiou take a hit from Kenny Morrow, number 6. And here's how much Nick has learned this year. He took that check, made a good pass. Potvin misplayed that puck, and Cam Connor puts it in, and the Rangers tie this game up at 3. Watch again. Watch the hit on by Morrow on Petiou. Last year, Nicky would have retaliated. He took that hit. And Cam Connor, Potvin misplayed that. Cam Connor comes through again for the Rangers. His 3rd goal of the series, or of the playoffs.
Great angle on that one. Dave Maloney. Save. It is tied at 3. Now the crowd wakes up. Here's a giveaway. Center zone. Merrick ahead. Right back out. Rangers have wakened up themselves. Lennon throws it in. Bouncing puck. Smith makes the stop. 13-12 to go. Long shot. Wide. Gillies is deep. Beck takes it. Gillies still has the puck. Good center. Stopped in front. Petoric comes away. Onside. Don's in front. Smith takes it high. And And the referee blows the whistle. 12:44 to go, third period, score tied at 3. This is New York Ranger hockey.
That goal, Cam Connor from Patillo and Beck at 6:19. And the
Listen to
crowd
this.
is going nuts.
Listen to this. Rangers are in deep. McClanahan takes a hit in the corner. Back out. Beck has the puck. It is tied at 3. Rogers ahead. McClanahan. Good sliding stop. Both teams have come alive now. Back to center zone. Bossy lost it. Rogers sent it right back in again. McClanahan on Potvin. Rogers cannot quite get it loose. Ruotsalainen. Rangers had the puck. Mike Rogers almost lost it on a check by Bossy. Here comes Rogers. Lost it now. Bossy's in. 2-on-1. Rogers. Here comes Rogers again. Potvin. Rangers have the puck. Rogers in front. Can't get a shot away. Potvin takes it away. Laidlaw's got a pass. Rogers on the sideboards. Allison here. Rogers behind the net. In front off the side of the net. Billy Smith with that long stick, and here comes Potvin. Bourne slowed down. Good check, Laidlaw. Islanders on a change. Here comes Dory. Dory forces his way in. On Lane. Dory in front. Shot. Fire! Around to the left side of Smith. Gillies. Center zone, Dwayne Sutter. Brent Sutter, 21. Shot high in the air. Off the glass. Gillies has Brent Sutter in front. Gord Lane. Screen shot blocked. Laidlaw. Just beyond Duguay's reach. Oh, what a change in the game. Lane. Here comes Dugay. He's got a man in front and Burns can't get to it. Poked away. Langevin finally centers. Gillies. Rangers forcing the Islanders into mistakes. 10:35 to go. Wow. Listen. 10:35 remain. The score 3-3. New York Rangers. .22 to go. Third period in the Rangers' end. Dory back. Isaac.
Boy, this crowd is up and on their feet, and they're cheering now. There's Eddie Johnstone. Blowing bubbles. Boy.
Oh, that's a still picture. He doesn't hold it that long.
There's the man that's having the best game for the Islanders tonight, Brian Trottier.
Rangers and Islanders are tied at 3 again. Connor in front. Katorek ridden off the puck. Coming back to Dory's side. Shot toward the net. Connor's in front. High off the glass. And Nystrom listen to the blue line. Katorek. Oh, did he take Morrow? Hard hit in the corner. The Islanders are still coming out. Laidlaw is there. 9:53 to go. And lifted into the Rangers' end. Just like overtime now with 9:46 to go. Every play's important. Here comes Don Maloney. Katorek. Could not get it in under good control. Popped in with the puck. Rangers completing a change. Tonelli in a hurry. Allison takes a hit for Nystrom and goes down. Here comes Beck. Beck forces it in, plays it ahead. Beck and Langevin. Beck taken out by Langevin. Solid checking now. Knocked away by the Rangers. Mike Allison. Beck's in front. Allison in the corner. Beck took a heavy hit in front of the net. Boy, they fighting out there. Puck is up the grab in front. Good save! He got it! And clears to the left. 9:04 to go. Oh, my Lord, what a game to watch. Scoring. In front. Save and wide. Tonelli here. Dugay. Lennon with Rogers. 8:40 to go. Duguay's deep. Rogers in behind the net. Duguay and Rogers. Lennon might keep this one in. He does. Langevin passes around Rogers. Dave Maloney knocks it away. All the way across to Vadnais. Backhand shot. Smith goes out of his net. Langevin kept in by Vadnais again. And the Islanders have it. Time remaining, 8:10. Score is tied at 3. Anders Keller behind the goal line. Weeks lost his stick. It's in the corner. Rangers trying to keep it in center zone. Dave Maloney does. He's in. Poke checked away. He gets it back. Duguay. Missed. Shot off the glass. Rogers with the puck. Vadnais deep. One man back. Here comes McClanahan to make it 2. Dwayne Sutter. Goal.
Dwayne Sutter scores for the New York Islanders. He cut around. There it is here. Dave Maloney knocks that puck. Sutter picks it up, cuts around. He knocks his puck in, I believe, with his body. No, he doesn't. What a great play. Steve Weeks went down. The block. Here's another look at it. Watch how Sutter puts this in on the backhand. Dave Maloney deflected it. Now Sutter comes across and puts it on his backhand, right between Steve Weeks' legs and in the net. And Weeks went into the goalpost. Dwayne Sutter scores.
4-3 Islanders.
12 minutes, 27 seconds.
Time of the goal, 12:27.
His third goal with the current Stanley Cup.
Beck with the puck, sends one ahead. Could be an icing call. Oh, what a third period this turned out to be. 7:23 to go yet. Score is 4-3 Islanders. This is New York Rangers hockey.
That goal, Dwayne Sutter from Wayne Merrick at 12:27. Islanders lead 4-3.
Islanders in the Rangers' end. Shot toward the goal. Saved by Weeks. Rebound is missed as it poked aside. Ruotsalainen poked it into the corner. Ruotsalainen with a check in front. Eddie Johnstone is out of the box long since. From the point, wide. Rebound in front and through. Islanders are now pressing their advantage. They lead by a goal. Johnstone gets it loose. Trottier and Johnstone. EJ pulls up short. Ruotsalainen missed at the red line. There will be icing, though. Yep.
Now there's 6:44 left in this game. Well, in this third period, because we forgot overtime. And the Rangers need a goal. They were pressing like crazy, the Rangers. And how many times have we seen that happen this year? And how many times have I seen it happen
in a lifetime?
Yeah. Look at that final. Quebec beat Boston 7-2. That series is all tied at 2. And now they go back to Boston for Wednesday night.
Boy, Boston better get some goaltending pretty soon, Phil.
Well, maybe, just maybe, the kid, his luck ran out or something. Maybe we wouldn't be surprised to see Vachon in that net. If I was Jerry Cheevers, I'd put him in.
Face off on the left side of Steve Weeks in relief of John Davidson. John pulled a hamstring. Dave Maloney. Rangers are showing third period strength again, as they have throughout the season. But the Islanders got the big goal. Allison. Allison chips one toward the net. Gillies lifts it clear. The difference tonight, the single difference, is Billy Smith. He's been brilliant in the nets when the Rangers got the good shots. Allison. Lennon through, in front, wide. Shot, save, rebound. Oh, Allison put down hard by Dwayne Sutter. He's all right, I guess. 5:54 to go. 4-3 Islanders. This is New York Ranger hockey.
Again, Billy Smith comes up big, makes 2 big saves. One on Mike Allison and one on the point man, Dave Maloney. Watch this first. Right around, it goes around. Watch Bad miss this puck. He just missed it. It was wide open. Then Rogers goes back to Dave Maloney. Here's a shot, a save, and Allison puts it right between the legs, and we're back to live action.
Batiou coming in. High on Smith. Is on the back of the net. And we'll get a whistle.
The Rangers are arguing about they could have played it off the net, and they're supposed to. They got three seconds to try to play the puck off. It doesn't come off. But in a playoffs games like a playoff game like this, or any playoff game for that matter, they're going to let that puck stay in the net.
Laidlaw to the red line. Batiou. Sent in by Burns. This is Tonelli. Into the Islanders bench, and it'll be a face-off in the Islanders' end. You know, Phil, a thought that suddenly occurs to me what a difference this playoff series is from the one last year with the Islanders, where in 4 games, certainly the first 3, the Islanders just totally and absolutely dominated the Rangers in about every category. Only the 4th game did the Rangers get competitive, the one they lost.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. I watched those games. I watched you and Bill Chadwick. I watched the games on TV. You're absolutely correct. The Rangers have come an awful long way this year. And they're a good hockey team. And they're not finished yet.
No, they are not. 5:23 to go. Pavlich in a slot. Duguay fights the draw ahead. Taken down. Pavlich gets it loose. Pavlich with McClanahan and Duguay in front. Pavlich again. McClanahan can't quite reach it. The Islanders should come out. Lane pulled down, and nothing called there. Nothing will be called, apparently.
You're right there, Jim. I don't think anything is going to be called.
Nystrom. Potvin. Goring. Potvin. Islanders wasting a little clock here. Shot Goring. Save Weeks. Good save. Hard save. Nystrom deep. Pavlich prods him in the corner. Takes it away. McClanahan ahead. Duguay. 2-on-2. Can't get under control. McClanahan's onside, though. Lost it. Tonelli takes it away. Goring comes in again. Plays the corner with 4:28 remaining in the game. Beck and Tonelli. Rutsalainen. McClanahan. McClanahan. Merrick takes him out. Smith makes the stop. Hands off to Johnson. Taken away by the Rangers. Beck pinches in. Free puck to center zone. Rutsalainen. Just off the bench now. Don Maloney. They wouldn't call a mugging now. 3:57 to go. Frozen puck. The more I see this, and this has been classic, this is not Bruce Hood, it's been this way down through the years, of not calling penalties in the 3rd period in a playoff game, the less I like it. It's just plain stupid.
Well, it all started, watch this one right here. Watch Morrow, he just grabs him and flings him right down. But it started with a face-off. Trottier got Doogie. Then McClanahan pulled down Lane. Absolutely a penalty. And then this one. That's 3. There's no way he's going to call anything. There's 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. Jim, I'm not saying it's right, but that's the way it's been for 35 to 40 years.
It's about time they change it for the next 35 or 40.
There's a lot of things I'd like to see changed in this game.
Free puck into the corner. Trottier at the red line. Weeks makes the stop. Patoric on the sideboards. Cannot get it free. Shot by Johnson. Saved by Weeks. Clears behind his goal line. Up to left wing. Don Maloney. Looking for Patoric. He's got him. Johnstone coming in on the right side. EJ here with Johnson. Put him down hard. Merrick's got the puck. Patoric. Patoric. Nobody's in front. He waits. He's got one. Poked aside. That was Morrow. Don Maloney. Merrick is tripped and no call. Rangers take it away but can't hold it. Vadnais back. 3:06 to go. The only thing they're going to call now will be a slash or a high stick or something. 2:58 to go.
Well, they just called an offside.
That's some progress.
There's Fatorik. Eddie Johnston hit the Janssen. Boy. Then Fatorik tripped him. Oh, anyway, there's a look at the Ranger bench as Eddie Johnstone goes in. Good game. And the fans try to get the Rangers going.
This face-off is at the Rangers line. Into the Rangers' end, Lennon. Beck. Lennon lost it. Drive by McEwen. Ruotsalainen back with Bourne. Beck has to come across. It's right out in front. Islanders beat the Rangers to it. Bourne in the corner. Bossy's in front, along with Trottier. Rangers had the puck, though. 2.5 minutes to go. Rogers. Trottier. McEwen. Trottier. Good drop. Bossy. Snapshot. Save. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Bandon in the corner. Allison back. Bossy doing some good forechecking. Allison under attack. Fires across Ruotsalainen. McClanahan. In front. And kicked wide off Smith. The gamer maybe right there. 1:52 to go. Shot goes wide. Duguay goes to the corner. Gillies takes him out. Vadnais is deep. Puck is up the grab. Morrow is here. And into the Islander bench. Face off in the Islanders' end.
What a play right there. And Rogers just tipped it wide. And we're not sure whether Billy Smith got a save of it or not. McClanahan, now watch to the left of your screen. There's Rogers just out of the picture right now. He deflects it. And Billy Smith got that right leg out. And watch Beck and Gillies right here. Beck is trying to go off the ice, and there's Clark Gillies. And Beck, they're pushing each other pretty good right there.
Face off to the left side of Billy Smith, who has done a superlative job tonight. Rangers are down by a goal with 1:40 to go. Duguay in front, but the Islanders had the puck. Across by Brent Sutter. This is Trottier. Brent Sutter, he's got to have a shot. Nope. Too deep. Dave Maloney. Gillies deep. Brent Sutter. Gillies in front. Free puck. Stop. Still loose. Shot wide. Rebound Duguay. And it hit the Ranger bench. Face off in the Rangers end. 1:10 to go.
This man right here, Clark Gillies, has come alive in this last 5 minutes. And I can't believe it. He's been the difference right now outside of Smith, who we talked about. He's hitting everything in sight. He's checking ferociously. He won't let anybody move.
But he was out to lunch until now.
He was. He was not playing good hockey at all.
Steve Weeks in relief of John Davidson, who went out with a pulled hamstring. 1:10 to go. The fans are trying to get the Rangers fired up again. Face off right side of Weeks. Langevin sends it deep. 1:05 to go. We'll be watching Weeks. In front. Missed. Be a shot by Langevin here. Off the glass. Into the Islanders' end. Weeks comes halfway out. He's going out. Rangers have an extra man. Open net. McEwen plays the board. Center zone to Beck. 48 seconds. Duguay. Open Ranger net. Extra man on the ice. Don Maloney. Open net. Back to the Rangers' end with 39. Here comes Goring. Open net. He'll have it. And Goring ices the cake with 35 seconds to go in the game.
Goring outraced Eddie Johnstone right there and puts it in the open net. They take something out of the glove of Goring. Nystrom did. I'm just wondering. They're looking for something.
Contact?
Well, probably Bobby Nystrom's mouthpiece. Anyway, Butch Goring scores, as you said, the icing on the cake right there.
So the next game will be Wednesday at the Island, with the Rangers really having their backs to the wall. The Islanders taking a 3-1 lead in games here, leading the Rangers 5-3 with 35 seconds to go. Boy, they've been a couple of dandy games here at the Garden, though.
This has been absolutely super playoff hockey.
Face off at the red line. Morrow.
The Islander goal scored by
Badu sends it ahead.
Scoring time is 19 minutes, 25 seconds. Butch's second goal.
24 seconds in the game. Gary Burns coming in on Morrow. Can't stop him in time. Referee falls down. Back into the Rangers' end. 10 seconds to go in the game. And in 5 seconds, the Islanders will go home with a 3-1 advantage in game. So the Rangers fight the good fight, but number 31 there, the man in the white mask and white helmet, is the entire difference in our estimation. Thought the Rangers had the best shots, the best in the play, but Billy Smith was the best in the nets, and that's where it counts.
That last goal, Goring unassisted at 19:25. And there's Billy Smith right there.
Final score is Islanders 5, Rangers 3. Back in a moment after this message.